Hi everyone and welcome back to the London Watch Collector channel. If you've just tuned in to my channel, I'm a watch collector, a watch enthusiast. I'm basically addicted to watches. And on my channel, I'll be sharing my passion for watches using 4K content. I'll be discussing and showing you brilliant timepieces ranging from Seiko to Patek Philippe. So guys, if you enjoy my reviews, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure to click on the notification bell and follow me on Instagram. So as you can see from the title, it says 1 year later, the Rolex Deepsea. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I bought the Rolex Deepsea James Cameron, the 12660, back in 2019, May to be exact. And us being currently in May 2020, I thought it's the perfect time to give this watch another review and let you know how it's been going for the last year or so. Having quite a large collection, it's difficult to get a full rotation on all the watches, but I'll be sharing with you all the moments, and at the end of this review, let you know what I genuinely think of this watch, and if you're considering to add this watch, should you or should you not, and if I see this watch continue to be in my collection. Today's date is the 14th of May 2020. I bought this watch on the 7th of May 2019, which marks it a year and exactly a week. And guys, just like with every single watch out there, the moment you buy it, there's something called as the honeymoon phase, whereby the only watch you want to wear is the watch you bought, and you actually see it as the most amazing thing on your wrist. You can't stop looking at it, and you feel that if you can have only one, it's the one that you bought. And it goes without say for all watches, all brands, no matter what the situation is. And I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm the type of guy who kind of gets bored of the same watch. So what I tend to do is enjoy a watch for a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and then give it a full rotation, go on to the next one. And this way I feel that I bought a new watch and I have a whole new feeling, and the honeymoon phase is all over again. I've been enjoying the GMT Master 2, the 16710 on the LN. I've been wearing it for 6 weeks straight, day and night during the lockdown. The only time I take it off is when I go to bed. And yesterday it clicked that I got so bored of it that I put it back in the safe and I took out the next one. The watch I decided to take out is this watch, my limited edition Casio G-Shock. And I'm yet to do the review, but I promise you guys next week I'll be doing the full review of this watch. It's been nearly a year since I had this watch as well, so apologies for you guys who've been waiting for it. Anyway, back to the James Cameron. So initially, in the first 3 months back in 2019, when things were normal, and I still remember the first place I took this watch, the next day that I bought it, I took it to Richmond Park because I felt that the greenery would just match this watch perfectly. So why not take you back to 2019, drive you through Richmond Park, then show you some wrist shots and talk to you about this watch. So I picked up this watch on the 7th of May 2019, and I remember I was wearing the Sky Dweller when I picked up this watch. The first 3 months this watch was stuck on my wrist day and night, and I've taken it to all sorts of places. Initially I felt that this is the only Rolex I need in my collection. Although it's a 44mm, it does not wear as large as a 44mm like other watches out there, and I can actually pull it through, and I felt that it's the perfect Rolex dive watch. It's the only watch that I'll ever need. As time went by and the 3 months were over, the thickness started bothering me, and I kept somehow trying to swallow it, telling myself it's not as thick. I compared it to my other watches, including the Omega Planet Ocean GMT, and it kept bothering me at the back of my head. And owning watches like the Nautilus, the Aquanaut, the Royal Oak Jumbo, being at 40mm size, having a thickness not exceeding 8mm, this watch was definitely a thick one. But still, I did not let it bother me as much. So what I did 3 months later, I put it back in the safe, forgot about it for like a month or two, and then decided to give it another shot. So I took it out again. I enjoyed the full summer in London, the nice weather, the outing. I even traveled with it. And believe it or not, I took it diving and snorkeling. I've even taken it with me on a work seminar and wore it with a suit, believe it or not. And when they called me to pick up my 2 watches from the Rolex Service Center, I took this watch with me and I got complimented by the lady serving me behind the desk. Then a couple of weeks down the line, that feeling comes back again. This watch is too thick, and I started looking at the negatives. And when I decided to do the State of the Collection, which was in January 2020, it was a very tough decision that I decided that this watch does not belong in the first box. Therefore, I kept it in the second box. And it made me realize one thing. It made me realize that this is a perfect watch for a one Rolex diver watch. But if you own a couple of the Rolex diver watches, this watch is not for you. As you guys know, I own a couple of diver watches, and having all these Rolex dive watches, that's the reason I don't appreciate this watch as much as I should. Because to me, it is an oversized sub with a rating that I'll never use. It is quite redundant compared to all my diver watches. The sub being at 40mm, I feel that's the perfect size for any watch, including non-Rolex watches. If I ever need to make space in my collection, unfortunately this watch will definitely go. But with that said, it's still a beautiful watch. It will still be in my collection. I don't see myself anytime in the future getting rid of it. I just love the way the blue graduates from light blue all the way down to black, and the way the Deepsea is written, resembling the capsule of James Cameron on his solo dive, just pops. Another feature that this watch has is that it does not have a cyclop lens. But anyway guys, let me know what you think. Would you keep this watch or would you not? I'd love to hear your answers in the comments below. If you'd like to see this type of review on my other watches, do give this video a thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed this review. That's all for this week. Thank you for watching.